What's up, guys? Welcome to Chiefs Chat, episode 54. And you know what? It's going to be a fun episode, okay? Because we are ranking all 32 NFL teams based on how good I think their uniforms look. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be great. But let's get right into it, okay? We're going to start all the way down at number 32, and we're going to be working our way up to number 1. It's going to be great. Super excited, okay? But let's, start with what I think is the worst uniform in the NFL. I'm sorry, Cardinals fans. It's bad. It's pretty freaking bad. I mean, I gotta say it right, I gotta be up front here. It's bad. It's not good. I like the colors you're working with. The deep red, I like that color. It's great. But I'm not sure what you're doing here with the white helmets and also the black stripes on the jerseys. That doesn't look good. It's not updated. It's not a modernized look. Looks like you guys are stuck in the 90s here. I don't like it. So they are my least favorite jerseys in the league. Moving on to 31, we got the Browns, the Cleveland Browns. They just can't seem to get it right. They've updated their jerseys quite a bit over the past few years. I feel like the jerseys they had back in the 2010s, early 2010s, they were looking better than the jerseys they got now. I'm not sure what's going on. They just keep updating the jerseys. I don't think they look good. Not too happy about the way the jerseys look. I like the black on black. That one's a pretty solid jersey. But their main home and away jerseys, I'm not rocking with those. Those are not good. So 31, Browns. Sorry, guys, but we beat you in the playoffs. I don't like you. Okay. Moving on to 30, we got the Detroit Lions. Okay. And here I will say, okay, I learned a lot when I was making these rankings. Okay. I do not like gray on jerseys. Okay. And the Lions, they go heavy on the gray. The numbers are filled in gray. I like the baby blue. That's a nice little color, but I don't like it with the gray. I don't think it looks good. So I'm sorry, Lions fans. 30. And I get that you guys kind of like that gray color because it really does helps, identify the team. Being in Detroit, they make cars down there. That's all I know. So great. But you know what? Just doesn't look good in my opinion. Okay, so moving on. Number 29, Cowboys. Okay, again, not a fan of the gray. And on top of that, they're rocking with that weird blue-gray kind of color. I'm not liking that. Sometimes the pants are that weird, like, shiny blue-gray color. I don't like those pants. I think they look ugly. So, I know classic uniforms right there. They haven't changed it much over the years. Also, I like that navy blue color they rock with sometimes, but you know what? Again, kind of like the Browns, the main home and away, I don't like those. They're not very good, in my opinion. Okay, so, I'm sorry, Cowboys. 29, okay? Moving on to 28. We got the Rams, okay? A lot of people like the Rams jerseys, okay? A lot of people think they're great. But here's the problem I have with those Rams jerseys. They updated them last year. They rebranded the whole team. But you know what? I don't like that white. I don't know if you guys can tell, but if you really look closely at that white on the jersey, it's like a weird gray, white looking, it doesn't look right. It looks weird. So I'm not liking that. And they have it a lot, the away jerseys, it's literally just that color, just that weird looking white color on, the jersey and the pants there. So I don't like that. It doesn't look right. I already said I don't like gray, and that's like borderline gray there. It's like a weird looking white, dark white kind of color. I don't like it. And also the numbers on the jerseys, they look like they went too far with it. Like it looks too, they tried to get really fancy with it. They tried to get cute with it. Didn't work out. I don't like it. Okay. Not good, okay? Moving on to 27, we got the Panthers. Now, you guys know I love that baby blue color. I think it looks very good. But you know what? It doesn't work well with the black, in my opinion. And I don't know, they're just kind of bland to me, not good jerseys. And again, the gray. I know I've emphasized it quite a bit. The gray doesn't look good, okay? So, got the Panthers, 27. 26, we got the Falcons. I like the Falcons. I think they're a good team. I definitely... one of my favorite teams in the league. Of course, they're nowhere near the Chiefs. But you know what? The jerseys aren't looking real too good, in my opinion, okay? Again, another one of those teams that kind of went overboard, I think. The numbers are kind of like, weird looking. I'm not rocking with those numbers. And on top of that, I really like the colors that they got. The white, the black, and the red. Those are, really, really good colors to work with. I think they had a lot of potential, and they fell short of that quite a bit. So, Falcons... sorry, you guys are pretty pretty low down the list here. I do like that kind of, that jersey right there. Not a lot of people like it, but it kind of goes from the black to the red all the way up. I kind of like that. It looks pretty good in my opinion. But the other jerseys, not good, okay? Moving on, 25, I got the Texans. I really like that dark blue, but for some reason I don't like it on a jersey. I'm not sure why. I just don't like the way it looks on a jersey. And that with that weird tinted red, I think they just don't have good colors. I'm not sure. The design of the jersey isn't horrible. I just think they're just not. They just don't have good colors to work with. So I'm sorry, Texans. That's just the way it is. You guys are pretty low on the list as well. Okay, moving on. 24. I got the Buccaneers. Okay, and this isn't because they beat us in the Super Bowl. I just don't like their jerseys. Again, not rocking with the gray. And on top of that, I think they did definitely get better. I think they had the worst uniforms last season, but they were able to rebrand. Their jerseys are looking a lot better, in my opinion. But they're still pretty bad. I don't like the colors. That weird looking red, I don't like that. Don't think they have good jerseys, okay? I'm not sure why Tom Brady wanted to play for them. I don't know why he wanted to look ugly. Beats me. But anyway, moving on. 23, Titans. Okay, they got a lot of blues going on in their jerseys. I don't think it works well together. I don't think it's a bad jersey by any means necessary. I think, most of the jerseys on this list I like. Titans are just kind of one where I'm just like, so they're pretty low on the list, Doesn't really pop to me. Kind of looks a little soft. Like they don't look like an intimidating team at all when they walk onto the field. Derrick Henry, he kind of makes those jerseys look a little bit more intimidating. But the jersey itself, not good, okay? Moving on, 22, okay? We got the Buffalo Bills. Another one of those teams where they don't look intimidating at all, in my opinion. I think they just kind of look babyish with the blue and also with the red on there, just not really looking too good, in my opinion. And they've got quite a lot of colors going on, in my opinion, when it comes to like the home jersey. They got the red on there, and it just kind of too much. You're gonna see later on in this list that I like a lot of simple, filled in jerseys. Just kind of one solid color. The Bills, I think they're doing too much. They're doing too much, too many different colors here. So, yeah, they're all the way down at number 22. Okay, 21, Broncos. And now we're kind of getting into territory where like the rest of these jerseys, they're not too bad. I kind of like the rest of these jerseys, I don't think there's a single jersey from here on out that I don't like, so, I think the NFL did a pretty good job with working with these teams and making these jerseys look pretty good. So, the majority of them I think look pretty good. But anyway, 21, Broncos, okay? Again, not a bad jersey. Looks pretty solid. I think, for whatever reason, it just kind of, maybe as a Chiefs fan, kind of reminds me of the, Peyton Manning when he was playing for the Broncos. I think it's just been a while since they've kind of adjusted the way their uniforms look, and it's getting a little old for me. I know we play them twice a year, but the jerseys are just looking a little, just a little bland. I'm not liking them. I like the colors, the orange and the blue. I think those are two very solid colors to work with, but I'm just not liking it, okay? I'm not liking the way that it's just kind of grown old, in my opinion, kind of tired of it. Moving on to 20, we got the Patriots. They definitely simplified their jersey not too long ago. They made it a little bit more solid, okay? And I like that, I think they did better with the jerseys once they kind of rebranded and made it a little bit more of a solid color. The numbers are looking pretty nice on the jersey. I like the outline with the red. Looks pretty solid, but still, just kind of iffy. The color is just kind of like a really, really deep blue and, again, not really intimidating to me. I think just kind of like a soft looking color. I'm not scared of the Patriots when they step on the field. They're not a good team, but at the same time, the jerseys just aren't looking good. So, moving on to 19, the Eagles, okay? I really loved the way the Eagles jerseys looked back in the Super Bowl, back in 2017 when they were playing the Patriots. I think that nice looking green color, it looked pretty solid. So yeah, I got the Eagles, pretty low down there, but I still think they're, they've got solid jerseys here. And you know what? The reason they're just kind of low is because, again, that green, it's just kind of iffy to me. It's kind of like a weird looking color, but I still really like the way it looks sometimes. I think it kind of, maybe it's because they play on a green field and the way that green looks, in front of the field, compared to the field, doesn't look too pleasing to me. Not a huge fan of it. So Eagles, pretty far down there. 18, I got the Bears. I really like the simplified look that they went with, and I like the colors they're working with. I think it's great. I like that blue, specifically the Bears blue. I think it works well when they got the blue top and the blue bottom. I think it looks phenomenal. So I do have the Bears, lower, but like I said, I like all these jerseys. It pains me to have to put them this low, but yeah, Bears, 18, okay? 17. We got the Seahawks, okay? A lot of people like the Seahawks jerseys. They've always been regarded as one of the best jerseys in the league for quite a while now. But you know what? I got them lower because I think that weird looking neon green color, I'm not always rocking with that neon green. I think it's kind of weird. So yeah, I've got them pretty low. And also the numbers, you guys know me at this point. I don't like the gray in those numbers. I think it looks just make it white. It would look a lot better if they just went with white. But they wanted to fill those numbers in with gray. I don't like it. So yeah, Seahawks, lower, okay? Now we got the Steelers, okay? Steelers, classic jerseys. I mean, very, very good jerseys. I think they're great. I think the color scheme works well. I think they did a good job with the black and really making that contrast with the yellow. But I had to put them low on this list. Because what is this? What is that? What were they thinking? Making these jerseys. It might have looked better if they did like black pants or yellow pants. What's going on, man? What is that color on the pants? What's going on? I gotta put you low on that. I gotta put you low for that right there. I mean, just for that alone, you've gotta be low on this list. What was that? What were you thinking, okay? You guys have very, very good jerseys as it is, okay? Don't throw it back to something that was just absolutely forgettable. Horrendous, okay? Don't do that. So, not liking that. But moving on, okay? Who do we got? 16. That was the Steelers. 15, the Jaguars, okay? A lot of controversial statements about the Jaguars jerseys over the past few years. I think right now, they're rocking with some pretty solid jerseys. I like the color, and I like the fact that their home jerseys are, they got, the jerseys the same color as the pants. I really rock with that. I think that's great. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you this picture right here, okay? A lot of people didn't like these jerseys. I thought they were incredible. Look at the helmet. A lot of people didn't like those helmets. I thought it was really, really clean. I thought they were one of the best jerseys in the league at the time, back in 2017. But not a lot of people liked those jerseys. I thought they were great. So fight with me in the comments. I mean, I want some opinions on why this jersey wasn't good. I thought it was really, really cool looking. I'm kind of a guy, I like those simplistic jerseys, solid colors. This one definitely wasn't that, but I still thought it was really cool. I thought it was really nice looking. So, I mean, that's not their jerseys now, so it's kind of irrelevant, but, let's talk about it at the end of the day. I think they were really good. Moving on, number 14, we got the Baltimore Ravens, okay? The thing I like about the Ravens jerseys is that they got that deep purple on the top, look pretty good. I love a good purple. And then they got that nice white on the bottom. And similar to the Chiefs, they do switch that up, when it comes to the away jersey. So, the white's on the top, the purple's on the bottom. I think it looks pretty clean. I think it looks pretty nice. So the Ravens, they're pretty high up on this list. I think they're pretty solid. I like that purple. I like the way it contrasts with the black. I think it looks good. Very, very solid. So yeah, Ravens are definitely up there. And here's the thing, once again, similar to the Chiefs, they just take it a step higher. When they do that purple on purple, that looks super clean. I love the purple on purple. They don't do it as much as the Chiefs do the red on red, but they do it, every once in a while. And when they do, it just looks incredible. It really pops. It looks super good. So the Ravens, they're high up there, okay? Moving on, okay, number 13. I hate to put them this high, okay? Frankly, I just don't like putting them high on any list. But we got the Raiders, okay, at number 13. I like their jerseys, okay? And this is the one team. Once again, I've been talking about gray a lot in this video. But this is the one team that I think gray is an acceptable color for, okay? You got the black, you got the gray, you got the white. I think it meshes together well. Gray with any other color, horrible. But you know what? The Raiders, they did a good job of putting that gray on the jersey, really making it contrast with the black. And it really pops. It really pops when you look at them on game day. It looks great. Very, very, shiny, I would say. A shiny looking gray. It really pops. It looks pretty solid. So, gotta give the Raiders credit. I don't like them. They suck. I hate the football team. But you know what? Good jerseys. Okay? Gotta give them credit for that. Okay? Number 12. Packers. Very, very solid jerseys. I think they look great. I like that green and yellow. Looks good together. Very solid. Just classic jerseys. You gotta put them up there. Okay? And similar to the Steelers. Classic jerseys, gotta give them credit for that. But I have to lower them on this scale here because what are you doing? Okay, what is this? This looks ugly. I hate this color. I just hate it. It looks horrible. What were they thinking here? I'm not sure what's going on. They like to do those throwbacks. I know the Steelers one was a throwback as well. But don't do a throwback when it was a horrible jersey. Why would you do that? I don't know. It looks horrible. Okay? Moving on. Number 11, we got the Giants. You guys are gonna really see here in these next few picks. I really like simplistic jerseys, jerseys that go with a solid color and just really stick with it. I know the Giants have that bit of red, and I'm not a huge fan of the red on the jerseys, to be honest. They got the red stripes on the side of their pants. I'm not a huge fan of that. I really like the solid blue, though. I love the solid blue jerseys. I think the blue on the helmets, though, they really shine. They really pop. I think it looks pretty good. So Giants, definitely high up on this list. And now, okay, we're getting to the best of the best. The top 10 jerseys, in my opinion, okay? Here it is, okay? Number 10. We got the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals, whatever you want to say, okay? Solid jerseys. Very, very good, in my opinion. At the moment, there's a lot of contrasting colors, a lot going on. I still think it's a solid jersey. A lot of people are talking about how they plan on changing up their jersey this offseason, which I'm definitely interested in seeing. I'm curious as to see what they really do. There's been a couple of leaks. I'll go ahead and show those right now. And the thing about these leaks, they look like the Bears. That's the problem I have with them. But, other than that, I think they look pretty clean. The numbers definitely look like the Bears font. I think they're kind of copying the Bears. But I think at the moment, I think their jerseys are definitely really, really good. These mock-up jerseys, little questionable. I think they look very, very clean. And if they go with the solid black on those mock-up jerseys, I think it'll look great. And maybe even like a solid orange would look pretty solid. But again, getting dangerously close to the Bears, okay? So, sorry Bengals, number 10, you're in the top 10. Good stuff, all right? Now we got number 9, okay? Please don't attack me for this, okay? I'm trying my best not to be biased here, It's hard for me not to look at these jerseys and want to put them at number 1. It's incredibly difficult. It's so hard. Because I look at these jerseys, so many fond memories, so many beautiful moments. I just love these jerseys. And you know what? If I didn't care about being biased, I would definitely put them at number 1. But I feel like that needs to be something that I carry with me. I have to be an unbiased person. Okay, so at number 9, I got the Chiefs. Okay. These jerseys are super good. Don't get me wrong, they are incredible. I love their jerseys. It's great. The numbers, they're very, very nice and simple. I love the yellow outlining on the numbers, the solid red jerseys. You gotta give them credit. It's great. And it really packs a punch, Simplistic, but at the same time, they got the stripes on the side, looks really nice with the yellow. It's great. Really, really good jerseys. You gotta give them credit for that. Even if you're not a Chiefs fan, you gotta give the Chiefs credit. Super solid jerseys. Incredible team branding. We did a great job with that. But you know what, okay? I'm not even being biased here, okay? When we do red on red, that's the number 1 jersey in the league, hands down. Red on red, that packs a punch. Look at this picture, look at it. Red on red, easily the number 1 jersey in the NFL. It's aggressive, it shows that we're gonna go out there and play, as hard as we possibly can. And you know what, we do that. We really encapsulate the spirit that the jersey is really showing and portraying. Incredible. Number 1 jersey in the NFL when we got red on red, hands down. I love the Chiefs jerseys, had to put them at number 9, trying not to be biased here. But gosh, man, it's hard for me not to look at these jerseys and just absolutely cry because of how beautiful they are. But anyway, moving on, number 8, we got the Saints. Everybody loves the Saints jerseys, they're great. To me, they've gotten a little old. We've seen them for so many years, but that's just because they are so good. They're great, the gold and the black, incredible. I love gold. You're going to see in the next couple of picks. Gold is definitely one of my favorite colors on jerseys. Looks great. And even the Royals, when they got those gold jerseys, they look incredible. Wouldn't it be awesome if the Royals had like a really a solid gold color jersey? That would be incredible. I would love that. But yeah, the Saints doing a great job making that gold pop. And check out this jersey right here. I'm not pulling the wrong way. Check out that. They need to do this, okay? Gold on gold, that would look incredible. With the gold helmets too, that would be incredible. That would be amazing. They need to do this at some point. They are, regarded as the gold team, I would say. You know, they kind of have the color gold in their team branding more than any other team. They got to do this at some point. It would look great. All right, moving on. Number 7, 49ers, another gold team. I love gold. You know, what can I say? And I think it balances out well with that red. I think it looks very, very solid. So, you know, 49ers, nothing really else to say. Classic jerseys. They've always been great, in my opinion. They've always been solid. These throwback jerseys they introduced, I don't like them as much. But, you know, I'm kind of trying to focus on the home and away. So we're not going to really talk about that. But I don't really like them as much, to be honest, you know. Moving on. Number 6. The Vikings. That deep, deep purple, you know, it's great. And the way that they got their helmets, you know, with that purple, and it's got that kind of like metallic look to it. It looks really, really good. I love it. I'm just a sucker for those deep, deep purple colors. And you know, it really pops. It really looks good on these jerseys. And it really encapsulates the team name. You know, when you see that, when you see that deep purple, you think Vikings. You know, that's just what you think. You know, great job making those jerseys that deep purple. I can't emphasize it enough. It's great. I love it. Moving on. Number 5. Okay, we got the top 5 here. Okay, top 5. Dolphins at number 5. Everybody loves the Dolphins. I mean, they love their jerseys. It's fantastic. Great job branding the team, because those colors, I mean, the orange and the blue, it really shows, you know, the Miami Dolphins. You know, that's what you see when you see those colors, because it really does, you know, show out the personality of the city itself and the team itself. You know, the Dolphins, incredible branding. And the jerseys, they pop, they look great, they look phenomenal. I love that color, and I love the way it contrasts with the orange. I think it looks very good. So, those jerseys definitely among the top. I mean, I gotta put them in the top 5. I mean, frankly, they're super, super good. I feel like everybody's got the Dolphins in their top 5 when it comes to jerseys. You know, they're definitely regarded as some of the best in the league, okay? Moving on, number 4. This is a controversial one, okay? Not a lot of people have the Jets this high, but I love the Jets jerseys. You know, the one thing I would kind of gripe about it is the font on the numbers. Not a huge fan of that. Kind of looks like the Falcons font, you know, a little bit too futuristic, I guess you could say. A little bit too modernized. But other than that, okay, I love that deep, deep green color. I'm a huge fan of it. And you guys know at this point, I love those simple jerseys. You know, I love the way the green looks on the helmets. I love the way the green looks on the jerseys. I'm just a huge sucker for those deep, deep green and purple jerseys. I love them. They're great. They look super great. You know, I love it. Fantastic, okay? Definitely looks like the grass, I would say. You know, they blend in perfectly. But anyway, moving on. Number 3. We got the top 3 coming up, okay? The Colts, okay? I love the Colts. I love their colors. The only one thing, you know, seems like I got to gripe about every single one of those teams, but the only one thing I would say is the helmets, man. You got to make them blue. You got to make them blue. I mean, come on. But other than that, this team, you know, they look incredible on game day. That deep, dark blue, you know, it reminds me of the Royals. I love that deep blue color. It looks fantastic. And it looks great with the white. I think they did a great job of making these uniforms. You know, and similar to the Chiefs, once again, and also the Ravens, they got the blue on, you know, home games. Switch that to the pants on away games. Simple. Simple, easy, looks great. They always look fresh, okay? Number 2. Now, I know a lot of people, since this team has, you know, rebranded the jerseys, I know a lot of people have this team at number 1, and I was this close to putting them at number 1. They're great. Again, like the Raiders, I'm not happy about putting them this high, but I gotta give the Chargers credit. These jerseys are phenomenal. They look super clean. Super clean. I mean, that powder blue, you gotta give them credit. It looks incredible with the jersey. Contrast that with the yellow. I love the way the numbers are outlined. Phenomenal. Outstanding jerseys. And here's the thing, you know, I feel like, I know recently they did switch to the powder blues as the main home color, but I think they should go to that navy blue. Gosh, I remember seeing them on game day last season. I was like, wow, I mean, these jerseys really pop. I love the way these jerseys look. The navy blue jerseys with the navy blue on the top and the bottom, those are the best jerseys in football, aside from the Royals, or not the Royals, the Chiefs, when it comes to the red on red. Those jerseys easily number 2 in my opinion. I mean, they look super good. Incredible. I feel like they should make that jersey their home jersey. I mean, that would be awesome. I mean, I would love that. I mean, not really love that because I don't like the Chargers. They suck. I don't want them to look good. They do anyway. You know, what can I do about it? Moving on to number 1. Oh man, it was tough coming to this conclusion. And I feel like it's an opinion that isn't very popular. But at number 1, okay, you guys can probably guess what it is. It's right next to my head. The Washington football team. They don't even have a name. And I think they've got the best jerseys in football. Look at that red. I mean, look at the way that red just pops. It's phenomenal. You know, that's part of the reason I got this jersey right here. The red, it really just looks very, very pretty. I just love the way that red looks. I mean, it looks great. And you contrast that with the yellow numbers on the helmet, you know, the yellow outlines on the numbers on the jersey. It just looks so freaking good. I mean, I gotta give them credit. Very similar to the Chiefs. I think that's why they're so high, you know, pretty close to the Chiefs. But that red, I feel like it just pops. I mean, it looks great. I mean, that deep, deep red is just super deep, almost like a maroon kind of color. It looks super good. I mean, it shines. I mean, I was wearing this jersey the other day, and I was like, wow, man, you know, I was looking at myself, I was like, dang, this jersey pops. You know, imagine how it would look on a football field. And, I mean, we all know at this point, it looks great. So, you know, when it comes to the Washington football team, they've got to be thinking about rebranding at this point because they can't be the football team forever. Hopefully, you know, they don't change the jerseys up too much because I think they look super, super good as they are. And I like the Washington right there. I think it looks really solid. I think it looks great. So, you know, we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully, it doesn't change that much. But in my opinion, they were the best jerseys in football last year, hands down. That color, I mean, that red, it pops so much. I mean, I gotta give them credit for that. It looks great. So anyway, okay, hope you guys enjoyed that video, okay? Drop a comment if you disagree. You know, if you want, you can drop your rankings in the comments down below if you really feel like it. It took me a lot of time, but you know what? It's pretty fun. It was a fun experience. And, you know, it was great sharing with you guys. And you know what? Have a great day. Peace. I'll see you in the next Chiefs chat.